What is going on, everybody? We are back with another, yeah,
Review.
review. Sorry.
New year, new
New year, old
new
me, baby.
problems.
Let's go. We're here to talk about Collision from January 3rd of 2026. First AEW show of the year. Um,
Yes, and we are CCW.
and we are CCW. I'm sneezy.
I don't want to be Dopey or Doc.
No, I'm
Can I
Nick.
just be Joe?
Sure,
Um,
sure, that works.
that works.
Look, we have to interject some humor. I only have like two good things to talk about in this entire 2 hour show, okay? And none of it had to do with wrestling.
Yeah, Stranger Things destroyed the Wednesday recording, so apologies for that. Um,
Which I will say, listen, it did suck because it was the better of the two shows. I will
sure
be
did.
real. It was the better of the two shows. However, I'm going to have fun making fun of this one because it had some laughs, okay? It had some laughs. Some of it actually
Yeah,
funny, and some of it laughing because it was just legit bad.
yeah. Can so I know Christmas is over, but can I get you a vest with your initial on it?
Oh, yeah. So first and foremost, I love what I think is the new entrance setup. Um,
I don't know if that's just because of this venue
it
or what.
looked very Collision focused though, so I don't know.
Because it's an e-sport arena, so I
Right.
don't know if they have like stuff already kind of like permanently there, and they just had to like work with what was there.
I
We'll find out in a few weeks when they end their residency there.
right. I hope that's not the case because I would love for them to actually do something like this where it's unique. And I think that's what I like about it. Is it grand?
Yeah,
No. But
no,
it's
Big Bill
diff
had the duck to get out of it.
it's different enough that it made me happy because I was like, "Oh, dude, it just looks cool. It's different." Um anyways, and then the show started. Uh and we actually start with El Clone versus Angelico. And
And
uh
Helico, yeah.
this guy that I've never liked ever in the history of all of my watching of AEW. Every time I hear his
Helico, El Clone.
Angelico, I've never liked Angelico.
I liked Angelico in Lucha Underground when he
Now
was named something else.
I watched
Or
zero.
maybe he wouldn't. No, he was probably in Helico there too.
I watched zero Lucha Underground, so I have no clue. Um, my problem is he's well, a always been teamed up with Serpentico, who is absolute shit, and
Not always. He was with somebody else who I can't think of. Mike Evans or something Evans.
they were a trio for a while. I do remember a third guy.
Yeah.
But I
How they've hung on and the other guy didn't, I don't know.
they need people to put other people over, so you know.
They. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That doesn't make any sense except on this show.
Okay, on this show specifically, a lot of weird shit goes on here. Um, anyways, first and foremost, I would like to say I don't think it was a bad first showing for Clone. It wasn't super spectacular. He showed some neat things that I had not seen before. Um,
He came out in a vest with a light up vest that was in
he
the shape of a C.
well, and that's because Hologram comes out with the vest that has an H.
Oh, I'm not saying there's not
So
reasons for it. I'm just saying,
he
regardless of the reasons, not good.
they are running with the clone thing. Like he does, he even does the stupid hologram finger thing, but then he turns it sideways into a C. And I was like, well, that's dumb. And then like he does the stupid portal bomb, which okay, listen, it's not a stupid move. I like the portal bomb. It's just a fucking
Blue Thunder
blue
Bomb.
thunder bomb. And
Yep.
I think more people should do that move because it's a great move. However, uh, him doing it as well as his finisher annoyed me for no reason. It just annoyed me. I'm like, he could have at least did a different move.
Taking the clone thing a
Um,
little too
like
serious.
like he doesn't do anything else other than the taunt, the vest, and the finishing move. Everything else was unique to him. Like he did a really cool roll through the ropes, very successful. It did. There was no hang up in it. there was 2 or 3 other moves that he pulled off flawlessly. Like, listen, I haven't even seen Hologram wrestle this smoothly for an entire match, so he's at least got that much on him. And he is
Well,
the best
clearly
luchador in
he's got a
Don.
lot on him, right?
Well, and he's also the best luchador in the Don Callis family. We'll get to that later. But
Poor
otherwise,
Hechicero.
it wasn't a bad match. It just wasn't anything that got me excited. Like, if he wrestled almost anyone else, I probably would have enjoyed it more.
It was a glorified enhancement match,
Right. I put not
which is
not
just
quite
over a squash.
not quite a squash match, but it should have been. It should have been.
Yeah, literally just over a squash. It was an enhancement match.
Post match, Serpentico kind of pushed his clone out the way, and then clone hit a portal bomb on him, and then was chased off by Commander for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah,
We-
he kept saluting him too. Clearly, there's about to be a small feud between Commander and him. Even though
Nice.
Commander wrestles later
Yeah, he
against
gets.
Hechicero.
Yeah, that's
So it probably was just to tie that in.
probably.
I hope, anyways.
we get a listen. I would rather see that match than either of the matches these guys had tonight.
Hechicero match.
We get a backstage segment where Moxley does Moxley things and then basically tells Shelton that Shelton's gonna have to kill him. All right. Honestly,
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of this backstage segment. I thought we were moving away from this mentality of Mox thinking like titles are trash, and then he kind of just does it again. And I'm just like, what? I don't.
Then stop making belts.
Yeah, stop making them or giving them to him. Like, if he doesn't care for titles, then don't give him a championship. Like, I don't.
Yeah, they're treated as trinkets, and it sucks.
Right. Match 2, Timeless Love Bombs versus Hyen and Maya World. Listen, I am happy for Hyen and Maya World. You know, they got a contract out of losing, and I'm happy for them. They're making probably pretty decent money now, but that doesn't mean I actually want to watch them wrestle.
Not every single fucking week.
Yeah, not every week. Now listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is like the second best wrestled match of the entire night, so it wasn't terrible. I
It started bad with a bunch of choreographed bullshit that was not done very smoothly by the two participants who started the match.
right. I am so uninterested, not so much in Hyen and Maya World. I would be cool to see them go on to wrestle other people. My problem
Mina.
is I don't even mind watching them wrestle against Mina if Mina was tagged with someone else. I
You're
don't.
mad because Tony's wasting away in a tag team.
Yes, I don't, and not a
Yeah.
tag team that I think fits her. I don't. There's so
Well, she
much.
can't tag with Luther.
Sure, she could. She was tagging with Orange Cassidy and them.
So it's just going to be a bunch of mixed tag teams. Oh God, they really are going to make mixed tag team
I
championships.
made that joke Wednesday while Joe was watching.
Yeah,
It was
it's a
funny.
callback. Dude, I totally believed you too, which is the sad part. Not for me being naive, for the fucking fact that it fucking could totally be a possibility.
It would.
This man loves belts.
Yeah, he does. But no, I don't. I just. Oh man,
Again, it was not a bad match.
no, and it got better as it went once they stopped like being overly choreographed.
Yeah.
I just Mina is a struggle for me, period, and her tagging with Tony is making it worse because I want Tony. I don't need Tony in a title hunt, but I feel like she could at least be in a one-on-one feud to be elevating
More
somebody.
meaningful feud. Well, maybe that's where this is going. The other person that she's close to, but betrays her like Mariah May did.
That would be annoying.
We will not get nearly the payoff.
Right. But I mean, I think Mina worked really well when Mariah May was involved, and it was kind of like this love triangle thing that was also imploding.
Yeah.
Like, it made
Maybe
sense.
that's what they're going to do with OC. They're going to bring back the triangle.
Okay, this won't work because OC is gay.
Is he?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
I am. Well, at least I have read somewhere that he is. Hold on. This is a weird thing to type into fucking Google. Hold on. Is Orange Cassidy gay? um. No. Okay, it doesn't say he is. Per
I was
Google.
gonna say,
I saw it on Twitter.
sexuality aside.
I think somebody. Anyways, we'll get to.
That's a cesspool.
Listen, we'll get to talk about some funny gay stuff here in a little bit. I don't mean that negatively either.
Well, considering it was an actual gay individual making the jokes,
it was a fantastic skit. Or
Anthony
segment.
Bowens is great.
Yeah, he is. But no, I don't know. I just this match, like I said, I think it's the second best wrestled match of the entire night, and that says a lot for how this entire show has gone. I I struggle with the show so much tonight. It was not a good opening for the year.
Agreed.
But yeah, Timeless Love Bombs win. Not a bad match. I just don't care. Shafir comes out as the Love Bombs are walking up the ramp, and they're all like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe she's doing this to us," or whatever.
Well, it's just they've been feuding, and her intro kind of popped Tony Storm because she still hasn't gotten her proper revenge for what they did to Mina.
Right. But yeah, so then we're getting Marina Shafir and Megan Bayne versus hold on, Rachel Chanel and London Dior, because you know Chanel and Dior, because that's creative. And
And this was your squash match of the evening.
yeah, why is Collision just squash match central? Why?
Because it was a show that should have never existed in the first place, and it was only created
They could
to
still
appease Punk.
use it.
Oh,
I mean,
I
it's
agree.
there. Use it to
Sometimes-
push stories
sometimes they
forward.
do. Well, that's the crazy thing. Sometimes they do, and the show is excellent. And other times it's like this, where it's like you may as well be watching Ring of Honor.
Like this specific match right here is like Sunday Night Heat vibes
Yeah.
or fucking Velocity. Like that's what this
Main event.
match
Yeah.
is.
It's clearly the B show.
Right. Anyways, Banish Fear win with milking something or another. I don't care.
Mother's milk. Yeah.
Backstage segment. This was the first good thing that happened the entire night, and it was just because of how just strange it was. Josh Alexander is cutting just this casual promo while holding this dude in an ankle lock.
But you don't see that because they're pulled way up close
Well,
to him.
You definitely see it, but only because you see the top of the guy's foot. So it's just in frame.
See, I didn't know what it was until they pulled back.
Oh, I did. I knew immediately. I laughed immediately. So he's holding the ankle, and you just see this foot, like the bottom of a shoe. And he's like talking his shit. And then you've got in the background, it's Hechicero and Lance Archer just fucking people up in the background. Like if Hechicero wrestled like he was beating people up in the background, I'd probably like him more. But yeah, they're just wreaking havoc, and Josh Alexander's just cutting this casual ass promo while holding this dude in an ankle lock, and then it finally slowly pans backwards, and you see that he's actually got the full on leg. It was just great. I don't even remember what Josh Alexander said here. I know it was threatening. I was just too busy laughing at the whole thing. But yeah, so then we get Commander versus Hechicero, which is for the number one contendership of the TNT title. And my immediate comment out loud while watching the show is, why these two? Why is this the match? Like, is there do they have good records that I just don't know about? Because I've been watching everything AEW for the better part of the last 6 months, and they've barely done shit. Like, what is the point?
Yeah.
And here's my problem. I find Hechicero absolutely. I like Commander. Do not get me wrong, but I find Hechicero at this point just boring to be on my TV. And these two stunk it up.
He's a ground you down and submission based luchador, which doesn't translate well.
No, and these two stunk it up together. What's funny was, so the match was just your normal boring Hechicero kind of grinding, submission match. And then like Commander ate this power bomb into a barricade that looked like it hurt, and I was like, well, that was cool. And then that's like the last cool thing that happens for the entire rest of the match. Hechicero and Commander had two failed moves back to back where it looked like they started to rush through their moments, and it ended with Commander taking Hechicero out with his back, and I have no clue what the move was supposed to be, but he like dove at him and hit him with the fucking top of his back, and I was like, okay. Hechicero sold it though, let me tell you.
You got to, unfortunately.
I lied. There was one cool thing, and it's the normal Commander running along the ropes and then springboarding off of it. But then he goes back up to do another springboard, and like Hechicero has to run to the spot to catch him. Which, again, I don't know what they were in a rush for, because the show they had all show. Eventually, El Clone interfered, as I figured it was going to happen. They're all a part of the Don Callis family. And Hechicero, I will say, did win with a really cool and unique pin that I don't know how he got it on. But it was like almost like a seatbelt pin, but with way more steps.
Yeah, it was a roll-up. It was a fancy roll-up, but it was a roll-up. The roll-up would have been cool if we didn't get so many other roll-up wins.
Did we get other roll-up wins?
No, but I'm just talking about in general in wrestling.
One a show I'm fine with. One a show's fine. I don't... As long as we're not getting like 2 or 3 a show, which we sometimes do.
You mean a WWE program?
Yeah. And then we get the backstage vignette, which is mostly just Bowens calling Caster gay, and it made me really laugh the entire time. He was like, "You're gay because you like supported me all this time," and he's like, "But I'm not." And then dude was like, "So is this your partner?" And they definitely played on the partner thing as tag team partner, but also partner in life.
Yep.
It was just really well done, and I am so excited for the inevitable full-on return of the Acclaimed.
I like when casters they're like backstage, or they're at like the vending part of the arena, and they're like, he's like, "Oh, none of my merch is out anymore since I'm stuck back in a tag team."
Great times. Listen, they almost scissored during that one match. Almost scissored.
Yeah, they're gonna be back. They're gonna be good. I like them as a team, so it'll be fine.
No, I love them as a team.
They need teams right now.
In-ring segment. Kingston Ortiz came in. Listen, this segment sucked other than Kingston fucking with Tony Schiavone, okay? Like,
yeah.
Listen, he kept telling Schiavone to hold the mic up because Schiavone's arm kept dropping during the interview segment. And my favorite part is when he was like, "Man, Flair must have hated you."
And Tony's laughing the whole time too, so Tony's enjoying it.
He's like, Ole Anderson must have wanted to be in the back and just wanted to choke you out.
Right. But nothing was said. This was pointless.
It was just them basically being like,
and Kingston are going to be a tag team now.
We're coming for the grizzled.
They need more tag teams.
They're like, we're coming for the grizzled young veterans, which is fine because that's a good first team for the two. Like, that'll be a fine match.
Yep.
But this segment didn't need to happen. But I at least got to hear Schiavone get made fun of, so we're all good there.
Well, the segment could have been shorter, and it could have been a backstage vignette just saying exactly that.
Correct. Big Bill and Brian Keith versus Jet Speed. Listen, so Joe and I, from the very beginning of this show, was wondering if Big Bill would have to duck underneath this thing. I had no clue Big Bill was wrestling tonight.
I didn't either. But right on cue.
But yeah, so Joe had mentioned it, and then about 20 minutes later, it was like, the next match is Big Bill, and I was like, oh, we get to find out. And we did, and he did. He
Yep,
absolutely
he
had
had
to
to
duck.
duck.
Um, Big Bill did hit a nice, if not very, very high boss man slam. He had him jacked up a little bit higher than I think he should have. But
Eh,
it looked fine. Um, at one point, Speedball Mike Bailey was going for a pin, and Big Bill picked him up and tossed him like a kid, which was fun.
yep.
Jet Speed wins with the UFO splash, and again, not a bad match. I just listen. This is another one of those problems where I'm mostly fine, but I would much rather have Bill be a solo guy.
I want him to be a solo guy or be the muscle to an actual
Be a test.
heel.
Be a test to an Albert, and not a test to a fucking Sammy Guevara. We'll get there. I just Brian Keith. Listen, actually, I don't even think Brian Keith did bad this match. I think he did fine as compared to normal. I just don't want Big Bill in a tag team like this. I just don't. It doesn't do anything for him.
Nope. It sure does not.
Speaking of backstage segments that are unnecessary, grizzled young veterans, just talking shit about Ortiz and Kingston. And here's the thing: it was fine. It was a normal backstage. I just think it ran a little longer than it needed to.
Yeah.
They could have cut it in half, and it'd have been better. And that's not the only thing that runs a little long. So Shelton Benjamin versus Dante Martin, which is actually my match of the night.
I mean, out of the ones to choose from,
Yeah. Mostly because Shelton Benjamin does what Shelton Benjamin does.
he hurts people.
Yeah, he does. So Dante got knocked off the apron into a guardrail, and they went immediately to a commercial break, which was actually a really good production thing because it actually made me think he might have hurt himself.
Yep. But he did not. It was just a ploy to try to give the kid some character and some fighting spirit.
Right. And we found out once they got back from the commercial break that during the commercial break, he was like, "My mama ain't raised no bitch, did yours?" And then I was like, "Well, that was stupid. He tried, but that was stupid." So they go in, they wrestle. Shelton tosses him around a bit more, and he gets the super kick and gets the win.
Yeah.
Post-match, MVP grabbed a mic. They gave Dante props, and then they give props to Mox and say he's got a cult-like following from his D-Riders, and I laughed.
Because you were taking it a different kind of way.
Oh, that's exactly how he meant it.
Oh, I know.
And-
I absolutely know.
And yes, that is exactly how I took it. And I laughed. And then he was like, Shelton's the apex predator. And at this point, I'm like, okay, you're starting to run a little long, MVP. You could have honestly just stopped at the D-Riders joke and then said, we're coming to hurt people, and then left. And then it'd have been fine. But he ran for like another 30 to 45 seconds. So Shelton being the apex predator, and then they hurt people. And yeah.
We hurt people.
Okay, the other segment that I really enjoyed for no reason other than, listen, I do not like Sammy Guevara. There's nothing.
I do not either.
There's nothing they could do to make me actually like Sammy Guevara. But whatever character he is playing currently did make me laugh during this thing because he reminds me of this like skeezy '90s Miami laundromat owner. I know that's very specific, right?
It is. It is very specific.
But that's what it like. He's got the stupid hat and he's got the pencil thin mustache and he's like talking really fast and trying to be very assertive. And it's just so stupid, but it worked for this one segment that made me laugh. And I'm like, I cannot wait for Bandito to beat his ass as long as he doesn't hurt Bandito somehow.
Well, given his history.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes when it happens. But yeah, they had a face-to-face, and Sammy wants a match, and they're going to have one. So there is that.
Bandito said you should have just asked, bro.
Yeah. And then we end the match with Darby Allin versus Wheeler Yuta, and I immediately went into I hate everything mode. Okay, Mox needs to stay off commentary.
Yes.
He's not good at it.
No.
And his very first thing is, man, look how good Yuta has gotten. He's even in the main event of shows now. And I literally said out loud, he's in the main event because it's Darby. It's not because it's Yuta. It's because it's Darby. I was so annoyed.
Yeah. This match was not very
And
good either.
no! Darby tried. I don't know what the fuck Yuta was doing, but Darby tried. And, I mean, the Death Riders start to get involved like they always do. Marina gets kicked out from ringside. Garcia comes in and tries to do some shit. The only person that doesn't actually get physically involved in the match from the Death Rider, actually Claudio, I don't even think was there tonight.
Claudio wasn't there, but Mox stayed on commentary.
And Mox stayed on commentary, so that's only two other people. But anyways, like, she gets kicked out from ringside. Garcia comes in and interferes. And I don't have a problem with, Darby being able to blow all that off and still get the win. He hit a couple of coffin drops, went for the pin. He should have just stuck with the pin because, man, I will tell you what, this man pulled the pin up and was like, no. Listen, the first 0.5 seconds of the fucking sharpshooter / deathlock looked really good, and then he fell. It looked like he was.
It looked really awful.
It looked like
it looked Daniel Garcia level of bad.
It looked like he was about to lock that motherfucker in, and then something happened. He fell, which probably actually hurt. Yuta tapped quick, thank goodness. And then
yes, thank goodness.
Just because it's indicative of the night. And how the entire night goes. Shivani starts to run down the card for what's going to happen next Dynamite. He gets 2 matches in, and the broadcast cuts off. Mid-sentence. I laughed even harder because I was like, dude, that's Collision. That's how this whole night has gone. This whole night has just been one bundle of what the fuck. Terrible start to the year, Tony. Terrible start to the year. I don't know if you're like somewhere else getting ready for the Jacksonville game that's happening this weekend, tomorrow, probably.
But yeah, I don't know either.
This one was rough.
It was rough. It was not good at all.
They had nothing that was actually worth anything other than, listen.
They had 1 star on the entire show that wasn't Moxley. And Moxley didn't do anything but a backstage segment that was awful and commentary that was also awful.
Yeah.
They had Darby, and they made him have a match with Wheeler Yuta.
They had, 3 good backstage segments. One of those backstage segments was only good because of how bad it was. And then
they claimed one.
No, I thought that was one of the good ones. I was talking about the fucking Sammy Guevara one.
Oh, you're so bad it was good. Yeah, I have Sammy Guevara fatigue, and he's got to go away heat with me, even though I barely see him now.
I was gonna say, I
saw him way too much the first 5 years.
I don't have fatigue because obviously I started watching shortly after he started disappearing for long periods of time. So there was even a period of time where I was rooting for Sammy, and then he started hurting people, and then I was like, okay, yeah, we got to get rid of him. But no, dude, the way he was talking had me laughing so hard. And again, he just had that skeezy fucking. I don't even know why Miami Laundry's Matt kick. It was almost so overdone. It reminded me of a bad Miami Vice fucking sitcom.
Yeah,
it was funny as hell.
A parody of a parody of a parody at this point.
Right. And then yeah, I really liked the fucking Josh Alexander one. That was fucking hilarious. I know.
He was looking all intense and crazy.
He's like, we're the Don Callis. I remember him praising the Don. I said, I don't remember everything that he said because I was too busy laughing at how absurd it was. I was like, this is great. He's just it reminded me, for whatever reason, of that fucking WCW commercial where it's the kid's birthday and he answers the door and it's Sting, and Sting starts tossing him through the fucking house, and the parents are like, it looks so real.
That's for a game, wasn't it? Wasn't that for
it might have been. Was it for a game?
Was it for backstage assault or mayhem? It's probably mayhem.
It was one of them. But anyone that was alive back then knows what commercial I'm talking about. Sting whoops this kid's ass, dude. And the parents are like, oh, it looks so real. Then he tosses the kid into the fucking the cabinet, and the cabinet explodes as the kid flies. Dude, it was amazing. And I'm like, commercials like that would not exist in today's society. Today, people would be like, I can't believe he's beating up a kid.
I looked it up. I want to see if it's the legit thing.
Someone shared it with me not too long ago, and that's why it popped in my head.
Nope, it's not the Mayhem one. If this is actually what that is. Oh. Yep, it's not Mayhem.
It's a Sprite commercial.
Oh, is it? Nice.
Yeah. It was a specifically WCW popular 1999 Sprite commercial featured WCW Sting, where he surprises a kid who won a contest to wrestle him, only to beat the kid up, much to the parents' amusement as they film it. Highlighting Sprite's "Obey Your Thirst" tagline. So yeah, it was a Sprite commercial.
I'm gonna have to get a refresher
here. Oh yeah, because he grabs the Sprite off of the table or desk right before he gets his ass beat. That's amazing.
Nice. I miss commercials that were actually entertaining like that. Now we get fucking Jey Uso talking to a fucking big green thing for some mobile company.
Listen, them DoorDash ones are amazing. And then I saw one today that made me laugh, and I was actually going to mention it, and now I can't remember what it was. It was during Collision.
I'm watching the Sprite commercial. He just threw the kid. He's throwing him all over the place now. He slammed his head into the fucking stair banister like it was a turnbuckle. Oh shit!
And the bad thing is that kid's probably in his 30s or 40s now.
He's at the very least in his 30s.
And he still to this day gets to talk about.
Yeah, Sting beat me up in a Sprite commercial. See?
Sting whooped my ass.
Oh man.
I miss really well put together things like that where they put some thought into it.
Do you remember like the SmackDown commercials where The Rock's talking about
oh dude, I quote it all the time because there's this part where he goes, pancakes, Rock, pancakes.
Right. Because he's walking through the SmackDown hotel.
Yes.
And then you had the Kurt Angle one that was fucking awesome as well. Yeah, because Kane's in the kitchen doing doing his pyro thing in the kitchen.
Yes. It's a fantastic. I think that was the Shut Your Mouth commercial.
Yep, probably. Hell, the No Mercy one where he's sitting at a bar talking to an Elvis impersonator, and he's talking about how the characters in the game are still in his gimmick. He's like, "That's gimmick infringement," and the Elvis impersonator goes, "That ain't right."
Yeah. Listen, I just tried to laugh like normal, and because I'm congested, it came out really high pitched. I give up. I give up. I sound like I'm going through puberty, and I'm fucking 40 years old.
Yeah. That's all
right. But yeah, that was. Also, by the way, guys, we recorded a review for Monday Night Raw, and it never got posted. It's not gonna get posted. I'll post this one. I just.
It was 25 minutes. It was a very bad episode of Raw.
It was a very it wasn't bad because the tag title match was fine. It was just there was nothing to talk about, and there wasn't even nothing that happened that was so bad that was funny that we could make fun of. It was just boring. It was a 20-minute review.
A very uneventful show.
And I was just like, I was gonna post it the next day, and then the next day I was playing video games and spaced it, and then like Dynamite came on. And then, like, we canceled Dynamite, so I just watched it. Like, I actually I didn't have to work Wednesday because that was my night off for the holiday. So I actually got to just sit here and just watch Dynamite without taking notes or anything and just enjoy it.
Nice.
And then...
that's what I do every time we watch a show now. I very rarely take notes anymore. I remember everything I see, and I just call it back in my brain.
But yeah. So anyways, that's gonna do it. And in other quick news, there is rumor going around the mill that Tommaso Ciampa might not be signing or won't be re-signing with WWE at the end of his contract, which I think is up in the next month or two.
I didn't see when it was up specifically, but man, I hope so. Go somewhere to be used. Great. TK, pick the man up. He's great.
Just pick him up. Don't put him in the Don Callis family, for fuck's sake.
No, let him be his own thing.
Listen, I'm already starting to think of this year's C2. It could be like Ciampa, Andrade, fucking Benjamin, fucking Strong. Listen, this is just one bracket.
Right? Maybe Roddy will get more than one win this year or this coming year.
But oh man, the C2 would be amazing. Then they're gonna have some random ass dude. They're gonna find a way to re-sign Danhausen. He'll be a guy in it, and I'll be like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
Oh, I guarantee you, Danhausen is not re-signing.
No, I know. WWE's already mentioned. I think they've already said they're interested.
Why? His gimmick would not work there.
It doesn't have to work there. It can work over in AAA.
Oh fuck, you're right.
So, which will also he'll still show up on SmackDown and shit because they're still trying to integrate some of the AAA stuff as well. So, anywho,
I mean, they got 3 hours to fucking fill on that side of things, so.
That's true. I did not watch SmackDown. I heard there were some actual good things on it.
Yeah, I'm never watching SmackDown, even though Matt Cardona's there now. Yeah. As actual Matt Cardona after being there, what, a month ago as Zack Ryder?
Yeah, so his song still starts off with woo, 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 and then it shows the Zack Ryder things, and then it goes to black, and then his actual Matt Cardona music hits. It's so...
Yeah, I saw.
So...
It's the only thing I looked up.
I didn't have to. It just showed up on Twitter.
Well, yeah.
But anyways, guys, that is going to do it. We love y'all. We'll talk to y'all next time. I'm going to hurry up and upload this so I don't get lazy. We'll talk to y'all next time. Deuces!
Later.